Good afternoon. In this video, we're going to go over this week's options watch list. Before I get into the watch list, if you're not in the room, you can find the link in the description of the video and in my bio section of social media accounts. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now, I'm not going to go over too many tickers this week because we have a pretty big week with earnings and FOMC, but we're going to get to that. First, we will get to the economic calendar. Monday, don't see too much of anything. Tuesday, we have consumer confidence. That's pretty much all I see for Tuesday. Chicago PMI. Wednesday, we have ISM, JOLTS, job openings, and we have FOMC at 2 o'clock. Now, this FOMC is going to be important. We have the statement at 2 o'clock. We have Powell at 2:30. We'll have to see how much they're expecting to, they're only expecting a 0.25 rate increase. I think that Fed needs to do more, do like 0.5, but who knows? I think 0.25 is not enough. I think they need to do more. I think they could also shark the market, go 0.5 or higher. I don't think it will go higher than 0.5, but who knows? But I definitely think that they need to go more than 0.25. So Wednesday will be a big day. Thursday. Now, I'm just going over the economic calendar. I'm not going over the earnings yet. I'll get to that in a second. Thursday, we have unemployment claims. Then on Friday, we have non-farm employment change, unemployment rate, and PMI. So we got a lot of data coming out this week with FOMC. Should be pretty wild with that alone, but we also have big earnings. We have, let's see, on Tuesday pre-market, we have UPS, Caterpillar, and McDonald's. After hours, we have AMD and Snap. Wednesday morning, don't really see much on there except for Humana. Wednesday afternoon, after close, we get Meta, which is Facebook. Thursday in the morning, we got Lilly. Thursday afternoon will be the big one. We get Amazon, Apple, and Google, and Ford, and Starbucks. And Friday, we just got Cigna and nothing really substantial. So the big day will be Wednesday and Thursday after hours. Usually what happens is that if the FOMC does manage to shock the market and dump, and if Amazon, Apple, or Google have good earnings, that will pretty much help the market and probably put it back where it was before it fell. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We don't know what the market's going to do, but we'll have to see when Wednesday comes. So as of right now, what I'm looking at is a couple tickers, but with all the data and AR this week, there's really no point going over those tickers because they're going to have huge implied volatility, not even worth looking at. And FOMC is going to change everything. Just take it day by day. I'll look at what happens over in pre-market in the morning, and we'll just take it based off pre-market action and just play it, day by day until FOMC and then earnings, and just go from there. But right now, put to call ratio is very, very, very low. It's 0.51. The last time it was at 0.51 was back here August 15th, which is August 15th. Right here. This is the weekly. So you see this green weekly candle pop right here. So we did get some movement out of SPY right here when we have too many people on one side. Everybody is in call right now. Everyone's too bullish. The greed meter is up. That's when you're going to end up seeing a rug pull. VIX is down here at 18. It's getting bought. I got bought last time. It was at 18. It popped. So I got below 18 and closed above it on on Friday. So we'll have to see what happens. I mean, it can go lower. It definitely can go down to the 16 area, or even 15. But that's really, really. I don't see that happening. But it can. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it shouldn't happen because SPY can do whatever it wants. But I unlikely think it will go below 16 this week with all the unknowns between big ER and FOMC. And right now I'm leaning towards, because put the call ratio, everyone's on the call side. If the market does not dump and just stays elevated and stays chopping up above the 405 area, I'll put SPY up in a minute, but if it stays elevated into FOMC, I think that we're going to dump into FOMC. So we'll have to see what happens. But like I said, everything is up in the air for FOMC. The market could just go sideways until then. So, but VIX, I pretty much thinking that 18 could be the bottom, but if not, probably 16. Now SPY, we'll get into SPY right now. This is what I was talking about right here. What was it? August 15th, which is pretty much up here. August 15th is right here. So put the call ratio is at this lowest it is right now at the 0.51 area. And this is what happened. So we got this dump a couple days later. So this could be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and we could dump, So actually, let's see what the 16th. Okay, this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and this Friday right here. And that's Monday right there. So yeah, but I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just looking at what the days were at this time. So I don't know if what the FOMC calendar was that week. So I'm not going to look it up. But anyways, let's see. So yeah, the last time it was up here, the put to call ratio, we got this, and we're right at the 410 area. We're at an area where it could break out on the weekly. You get inverted head and shoulders, which everyone and their mother is looking at. You get the left, the head, and the right shoulder right here. Everyone is predicting we're going to have rage, which we could. But I think that being so obvious and everyone's looking at it, that we could see a little pop over 410, maybe then just come back. But like I said, it's all going to be dependent on what happens with the FOMC. We also have a lot of narratives playing out right now, a lot of data coming out. Then we got people saying that from the people from the Pentagon, the U.S. military is going to have a conflict with China soon. Then you got tanks going into Ukraine. Russia could respond. There's a lot of unknowns happening right now in the market. So I'm surprised that it's not freaking out a little bit. Because I remember I did see a clip earlier that last year Biden said if we sent tanks to Ukraine that it would start World War III, and yet we just did just the other day. So could be a very, very volatile week just off from news headlines, off of FOMC and earnings. It's going to be truly a historic week. Just going to play it day by day and just try not to look ahead too much because just part of me is just thinking that the FOMC is going to go up more than 0.25% on the rates, but I could be completely wrong. But that's what I'm thinking. So I'm not even bothering to even call any levels on SPY. We'll just do it in the morning, and because there's so much going on. But we'll look at Tesla though. Tesla, why isn't that pulling up? Tesla already had earnings. We can look at that. It looks pretty extended on the hourly. I mean, it's almost went up to 85. So I would watch for a pullback underneath. Plus, look at all these candles outside the Kellner channel. It's even outside the Kellner channel on the daily, and you don't usually get that too often when it usually is outside the full body candles outside the Kellner channel. It does manage to come back in, and also it's reacting to the 20 EMA, which is the middle Kellner channel on the weekly. So right now, it's got weekly resistance. It's outside the Kellner channel on the daily, and the RSI on the hourly is very, very high. So I would watch Tesla for a pullback under 174, or push down to 160. You got gap resistance right down here at 155. Likely will probably hold, but if not, it's got a gap fill down here to the 150, 145 area on Tesla. So definitely keep an eye on that. I think it could pull back this week. Also, let's make sure I change that. Yeah, we get Microsoft right here. I had earnings. I'm not quite sure. The earnings weren't that good, and the guidance wasn't really that good. Just had slowing guidance, and it just ended up taking off. So I'm thinking that maybe we'll pull back. Got a nice little red doji candle right here, right at the 250 level. Didn't quite get there, pretty close though. So I'd watch for puts underneath 247 for a push down to 243, 240, 240 area right here, which is going to be a big area. And then it gets below that, we got 235. You get to 230 area, so right here. So I'll have to see if it'll actually pull back or not. But I mean, they're all dependent on the market. If the market's strong, Microsoft can keep going. But 250 used to be the area that anytime we got underneath 250 was a buy. But now it can't even get over 250. It gets to 250, it gets slammed on. I got it here, here, and here. Got over here and it pulled back. Got up over here and pulled back. So 250 has been acting like a headache for Microsoft. So I'd definitely keep an eye on that. The Netflix has just been going on a tear, and it's starting to show a rounding top right here. All the candles are outside the Kellner channel on the daily, on the closed outside the Kellner channel on the weekly. So I would watch for a pullback underneath. Let's see, we'll say 360, or if you want to just look at the 356 area, 357 area for push down to 350. 340, and you get gap resistance right here at 335. So that's all I'm pretty much looking for. The Amazon, Apple, Google, and Facebook and other ones we look at are having earnings this week. It's just not worth even looking at. So I think that this week is going to be a very, very complicated week of trading. There's going to be a lot of action, a lot of things happening. So hopefully it'll be a good week. Hopefully it'll be a nice, strong week like it's been. So we'll just take it day by day, like I said, and that's going to do it for the watch list. Thanks for watching.